Now, when we have a look into some of the best performing companies and ETFs in South Africa, I mean, you and me can agree that there were those that really did the most, especially to those people that were investing into particular companies. And on today's video, I want to give you some of the best ETFs or top 5 ETFs that did so well in South Africa, together with top 5 individual stocks or shares that did so well. You will know that beginning of the year I did tell you that if you are a beginner, it is of course worth noting, or it is usually better for you to start buying ETFs and not go for individual stocks, because we know that in the stock market individual stocks are more riskier than buying exchange traded funds, which is like a basket of shares. When you are buying ETFs, you are not just buying companies, but you are buying a piece of quite a number of companies. Like if you go and have a look into if you go and have a look into an ETF like the top 40, that ETF or those kind of ETFs, when you buy them, you are buying top 40 companies, or you are buying top 40 companies in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Whereas when you are buying an ETF like the S&P 500 or an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, you are buying the top 500 companies or a piece of the top 500 companies in the USA. So this, of course, is the best way to go if you are a beginner in the stock market or investing in the stock market, and we've discussed this. Now, when going to individual stocks, you are basically buying companies, and you know there's a lot that could happen in a company. And if, let's say for instance, you buy company X and there's something that bad that happened onto company X can make you lose money, or can make the value of your money, of your holdings, to drop like this, right? This has happened in quite a number of companies. I mean, some of the companies, things go bad in a way that they end up delisting. Some of the companies, things go bad in a way that they end up being liquidated, right? So you need to be extra careful if you are going or choosing the route of buying individual stocks or individual companies, which is why it is always advisable for you to start buying ETFs if you are a beginner. But before we dig deep, you will know that everything that I say on this channel, especially about investing, are my opinions, not PR advice. If you seek PR advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to consider going to a professional financial advisor. All I say here are just my opinions. And with that said, please do like the content, subscribe, hit or click that notification bell, because it does take me some time to make content like this, and YouTube has been telling me that some of you guys are just watching and are not subscribing, and it will be very good that you also subscribe to the content that I'm sharing you, as it does take me some time to compile this. Now, without wasting any more of your time, let us go into the list. I'm going to start with the list of the ETFs, right? Looking at some of the ETFs that did very, very well. First on the list, you are looking at an ETF called Satrix Resi. Now, this Satrix Resi, you will notice that year to date, I'm tracking year to date gains, right? You know that the year 2025 is almost over. These ETF or companies that I'm going to go through with you here are going to be, I think, in my personal opinion, finish the year 2025 as the best performers, right? So the first ETF is Satrix Resi, which grew, or year to date, it has grown by 129.2%. Now, I won't go through what all these ETFs does, but I'll just pick maybe the top one like this. I'll just pick maybe this Satrix Resi and explain what it's all about. Satrix Resi is an index that tracks companies in minerals, in oil and gas. So when you buy this, you are basically buying companies that are more into minerals, oils and gas. And you know that with the global tensions, wars that happened this year, we all know what happened into the minerals. Most minerals, if not all minerals, skyrocketed. Gold is one of them, and when you buy this ETF, you are diversifying. Oil also, there was a point in time where during that Israel and Iran war on Gaza, about the Gaza Strip, we saw oil prices skyrocketing like crazy, right? And that meant that companies like Sasol benefited from that, together with all the other oil companies. So this is something that is that made some of the companies in these industries, oil, gas, and minerals to do so well. I mean, this ETF, like I said, it went up 129.2%. Now, moving on to the next one, Satrix Shari'ah Top 40 ETF. Now, this one ETF went up 77.1%. Then you've got NewPlat ETF that got up by 63.8%. You've got one Plat ETF which grew or which went up by 63.1%. Then you've got Rhodium ETF which grew by 58.2%. This summarizes the top 5 ETFs that did so well in South Africa or in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange this year or year to date, which is absolutely great. Now, going to the companies, individual companies. By individual companies, like I said, these are the companies that are unlike those that would not want to risk it and to buy these individual companies. They would go buy ETFs, like what I've told you. ETFs is a basket of shares that give you an opportunity or that enables you to well diversify your portfolio rather than going on to individual stocks, because individual stocks, yes, the gains are quite huge, they can be quite huge, but at the same time the losses can also be quite huge depending on what is happening onto the company. I mean, have a look at the best performing company year to date. The first company is Choppies Enterprise Limited, which grew by 644.93%. Now, this company, Choppies Enterprise Limited, is it's a retail company that is mainly operating in Botswana, Namibia, and Zambia. Right, they are doing so well, and because of their great performance into those countries, it saw its share price growing by over 644%. So this company, had you invested maybe $100 or 100 rands into this company, you would be sitting over 600 rands of profits or of returns that you have generated onto this individual company. Second company on the list that did so well year to date or 1 year in the last 52 weeks, you are looking at Sibanye-Stillwater. Sibanye-Stillwater share price grew by 204.84%, and had you invested your 100 rands onto Sibanye-Stillwater, you were going to be sitting on 200 rands or over 200 rands worth of profit onto this company, which is something that is great, something that makes me to be so excited, because sometime this year I was owning Sibanye-Stillwater, but I sold it at a profit, and it was so great reaping the good profits from this company. Third company, Northern Platinum Holdings Limited, which grow almost the same as Sibanye-Stillwater. They grow by 204%, which means that the returns are almost the same as that of Sibanye-Stillwater. DRG Gold Limited grew by 195.2% on the fourth spot, and had you invested 100 rands, you would be sitting at, or you would be having 195 rands as profit over and above the 100 rands that you put onto this company. Last on the list, which is the fifth company, you've got Goldfields Limited, which grew by 184.33%, meaning that had you put your 100 rands onto this company, you would be sitting at 184 rands, or over 184 rands of profit over and above the 100 rands that you put onto this company. Right now, something that I will say, I will show to you, is that in as much as it's risky to have individual shares or to buy individual shares as a beginner, individual shares give you an opportunity or the benefit of getting more in terms of profit, which is something that is very, very good, right? Because the gains, like the best company that did the most individually, generated returns of around or of over 644%, and the best ETF generated returns that were over 129%. So you can see the big gap between the two, but it is always good that as you are starting, you start going on ETFs, because getting to choose individual companies that give you this kind of gains. It's not that easy, right? You need to analyze their financials. You need to be reading the news that are having an impact or affecting, that are having an impact onto the company, because without that, then it becomes like a gamble, right? So you need to know what is happening. You need to know how they are performing financially, how they are doing well, right? And what is making them or giving them a competitive advantage over the other companies. Those are some of the things that you need to know. But otherwise, these are some of the companies that obviously did very well, right? I mean, the top sectors that did so well, or the top sectors and themes that performed so well, over and above what I mentioned, or including what I mentioned, is, of course, you will notice that there were precious metals and minerals, there was telecommunications, then there was financial and technological services, like Purple Group, right? And there was educational companies like Stadio also that did so well, which is something that is very very good. So this is what transpired this year. And look, 2025 was a great year. In South Africa. Yes, there were some of the stocks. I mean, Sibanye Stillwater started the year on a very very low share price, and these came after last year. Sibanye Stillwater, we saw them not being profitable anymore because of the issues which they had, but now things are becoming better for them, which is why the share price has been on the recovery mode. And this goes to all the miners or precious metals and minerals companies. Most of them, they did so well this year. If you owned any company that is dealing with precious metals and minerals, I'm sure you should be sitting at a very positive. You should have seen some growth into owning those kind of assets. And look, some of the assets, they are going to, of course, continue to grow. I mean, global tensions is not, it's not something that we want to see in the future, but the chances of it happening, or the chances of global tensions always happening, it's quite higher than the global tensions actually not happening in the future. So you can expect things, you can expect some of these companies that benefited from this to continue benefiting, because time and again you will hear another country like the US wanting to, of course, put down, or you will hear another country trying to fight the other, and that, of course, destabilize the supply chain, and it ends up making these precious metals, minerals, oils and gas to be so valuable, and their prices going high, therefore making revenues, or therefore making companies that are in these sectors to benefit so much in terms of revenue, because they also have to increase their prices based on high supply and low demand. But anyways, I just thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Like, share, subscribe, hit or click that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me, and God bless you all.